Welcome guys, Frank is back, and with me in the background two Enfield motorcycles, Royal Enfield motorcycles. This season I want to try out the Royal Enfield brand, and for that I've got two motorcycles here with me. I want to show you one first. This one is my 2020 Royal Enfield Bullet Classic. It's one of the last one. Royal Enfield has discontinued the model because it doesn't fit to the European air pollution regulations anymore. I've got one from the last manufacturing date, and but this is not the item here of the story today. Today I want to speak a little bit more in detail about that. It's in 2019 Enfield Himalayan in the color Sleet. So I've got some notes here, not to forget anything, and I've got 15 improvements I want to show you today. And I have to speak a little bit louder. A guy in the neighborhood is working with a chainsaw. I hope you can understand me well. Let's begin with the first one. It's the LED headlamp. So if you use the LED headlamp, you have more electrical power for other electrical things like heated grips and so on. Some other things I want to show you right now. And number two on my list, it's like mentioned, the heat grips. Here I've mounted some Oxford heat grips. By the way, use a good glue here because if you use a bad one, the grip will turn around on the handlebar, and that is not so good while driving. The third thing, it's a tube with a USB accessory plug here, and not only that, it contains also the charging voltage. You've had a light here. Let me start, where you can see the charging voltage, and if you got 14, 14.1, 14.2, everything is okay. And it's also good when you are travel long distance travels, or long distance travels. You can see anytime if everything is okay with your charging unit. So let's close that anymore. And the next thing, number 4, is the GPS system here. It's a Garmin Sumo 590. I'm using it also on my other bike. It's a spare thing here to mount it again on the Himalayan. And the rack, you can get it directly on the internet from India. The manufacturing quality is not so high. You have to use some tools if it's fit here with the screws, with the bolts here, but it's okay, and you have a nice place for your GPS system. Another thing, or the next thing, is very amazing. It's a complete new seat from an upholstery. The original one have some kind of valley here inside. It seems like a valley to me. I'm 180 centimeters tall, and I don't like the valleys on every motorcycle. So I decided to bring the seat here to upholstery, we take some foam off the back seat here. It's only an emergency seat anymore. So the reason is that you can get one straight seat here, and we put some foam here, and as a result I have to close it here, that you have a straight seat here, and it's amazing. It's a comfortable ride for me. It's very good. So the next topic here on my notes is the handlebar riser. If you want to seat higher with a seat here, you need also handlebar risers. I need them, and I show you these 25mm handlebar risers. It's very comfortable to ride with these handlebar risers. So, and number 8 on my list is hand protection guards here for the handlebar. It's a little bit optic. It looks more like a rally 24.5 horsepower, of course. No? There's no rally possible, I think so. But I'm just kidding. It's a little bit more safety for your hands when you get an accident or so on, and they are very straight and hard. And yeah, I recommend also the handlebars. And number 9 and 10 are some items from the brand Hepburn Becker. I'm using Hepburn Becker since 30 years. And you can see here the tank ring. I'm using the tank bag from Hepburn Becker with the automatic system here, magnetic system. It's a very good function. And also you can see in the back the pannier rack. You can use metal, aluminium panniers, and you can use also soft bags. It's only when you're using a soft bag, it gives you a little bit more distance here to the wheel, and at the other side to the axles. For that case, I'm using soft bags. I've mounted also another heat prevention metal part here, and that's also a good thing. So let's have a look on my notes. And yeah, the next one, number 11, are crash bars. Crash bars from Eevee. It's an Italian brand. They're very cheap, a little bit over 100 euros, and they are very strong, very hard, and I recommend this one for that machine. You can get also some other brands. Sometimes they're a little bit more expensive, but I decided to mount here the Eevee ones. And number 12 is a little bit self-made. It's the side stand. If you got an Himalayan, you know the side stand is too long to get a comfortable and safe side stand. And so I take some tools and shorten the side stand only 1 centimeter and weld the plate here again on it. And it's only a little bit, just until here the thing where you use your foot to use the side stand, but it's enough. 1 centimeter is enough. My strongly recommendation: shorten your side stand. So, and the next one, number 13, is the booster plug. What is a booster plug? The booster plug is a little magic thing, and it's not so big. It's, yeah, you can see it. It's only a little plastic thing here. What's inside? It's some electronic, and this electronic, you have 3 cables here at the booster plug. The one you connect with the original temperature plug in the air box, and the other one goes to the air unit where the plug 4 was mounted. And the third thing is an additional temperature sensor. You can see it here, the metal thing. It's a temperature sensor. You put it where you can or where this temperature sensor can get enough fresh air. And so what is the magic behind? It's an enrichment. It's an enrichment of the gas when it's come into the engine, and you have more idle RPMs when you get a Himalayan. You know that maybe when the Himalayan is getting warm, sometimes at a traffic light, also when you stand in slower traffic, it turns off. Yeah, sometimes. And if you use the power boost, it never happens again. Yeah, that's the best thing. You have a little bit more RPMs, and at idle times and at slower RPMs. And yeah, it's an enrichment box. I can describe it. It's a little fuel enrichment box, and there's not only the power commander on the market. There's only a second thing. It calls only the booster plug at the market. First thing, 150 euros or $150 roughly. And there's a second thing. It's a power commander, but it is more expensive. The prices are at 450 euros, I think so. It's the triple price of the booster plug. And what's interesting, the company which designed the booster plug have a little sticker. When you buy the booster plug, you get a little sticker, and there's a little man who's pissing on the power commander. Yeah, it's, I I laugh a little bit about that and put the sticker at my tank here. So guys, that was a power commander, and I hope I described it well. And it's number 13 at my list. Number 14, let's get into the cockpit again. It's a little bit wind prevention here. It's a little bit higher. I've got it on my toolbox from a former BMW. It's a spoiler here, and it's a few centimeters higher and prevents your helmet from the wind. You can get also a higher windscreen. I think you can get it only in England right now. The company called Hitchcock Motorcycles. Have a look on the internet and looking for it. It's 6 centimeters taller. You can get it also tinted, but I decided to use a spoiler here, and it's very comfortable for me from wind noises, and also from I feel it while driving, and the wind goes directly over my helmet. So that's number 14. And number 15, we are going directly under the seat. It's a little bit more electronic, and let's jump under the seat. So it's still open here. Yeah, let's go here. Have a look again to the seat. It's a very big one. And so what I did, I installed additional starting box or a cable where I can start the motorcycle if maybe the battery is empty or so on. It's from a company called BAS, with double A, Bike Start. It's called Bike Start, and that's only a good decision because I would fire the constructor of this battery here. It's a rest of a cable strip here. It's so bad located, I think so. It's directly located under the main frame. When it's a little bit shaking, maybe you can get come into the situation that the pole, the plus and minus pole, directly goes under the main frame, and you get a cable fire. Yeah, so it's a little bit. I think it's bad constructed, but so I put some foam on it to prevent it from some bad situations here. And yeah, as I mentioned here, the bike start system goes directly at the battery, and you don't have to pull out your battery when you want to start if your battery is low. It's only a jump start cable, and put it inside, and it helps you, and it helps more time. Only put the back seat or the front seat away, use this cable, find someone for a jump start, and 5 minutes you're on the road again. And there I've connected in the main cables and additional relay for an additional circuit, because the Himalayan has no additional circuit, and for some accessories, yeah, like I described, like heated grips and so on, and the GPS system. And so I decided to put a relay here, and the trigger power at the relay, or for the relay, you get from the rear lamp. Yeah, it's only a short cable, and every time when the light is on, the relay gets power from the trigger circuit here, and it's on. And for every other accessory, like the GPS system and the heated grips, I have some fuses here in the main plus lines here, and I don't use an additional fuse box. I think it's too big here for that. I throw the plastic thing here, what is here inside, out of the motorcycle, and put with some cable strings here, the electric here directly inside. By the way, I put some silicone here. There's the next constructor I would fire. There's some big holes inside in the rain rear here. Yeah, so when you drive in rain, from the rear wheel, some rain will throw inside the plastic cover here, and here big holes inside. I put some silicone here to prevent the electric from rain and so on. Yeah, and when you put this electric here a little bit inside with some cable strings here, it fits perfectly under the seat. So that's all for today. Let me check my 15 useful improvements. We talked about the headlight, the heated grips, the power tube for the USB charging, the navigation system, the additional circuit I've showed you directly right now, the higher seat, the handlebar risers, the hand protection here, and the tank ring from Hepco, the pannier rack from Hepco, the crash bars from Kiwi, shorten the side stand I've talked about, the booster plug, and the spoiler at the normal windscreen we talked about, and that's it. There was a Bars bike start. 15 useful improvements. It's more or less what you can do. You can do a little more, but I think that is useful. I've got 25 years experience in motorcycle driving, and I think that is what you need, or what I need. So guys, I hope I helped you a little bit in your decisions what to mount and what not. And yeah, next video I will check it out, the Himalayan while driving, and give a recommendation, Himalayan or KTM 390, what you should buy. When you've seen my last videos, you know I've owned a KTM 390 before the Himalayan. And also I will drive a little bit with the beautiful Royal Enfield Bullet Classic you can see here, and I will keep you up to date. And thanks with that beautiful sights here in the background. Until next time, Frank, bye bye.